Studios. Come on in. Let's go. Hello again, Larry here, and it's that time, so thank you for joining me on another paper and ink test. Excuse me. And the inks I'll be doing the test will be the green inks on live paper. Yep, live paper. Okay? So, let's get started. You ready? Get comfortable. Get my glass going here. And let's get it on. Alright, first we're going to start with some Pelikan 4001, the Brilliant Green. And on your comments below, feel free to leave your input, because that's what I'm interested in. How many people like this color, how many don't, and the whys and the buts and all that good stuff. Alright, and the next one is Caran d'Ache Vibrant Green. Alright. Then back to Pelikan 4001, the dark green again. I just recently finished doing a bunch of blue inks, and I think I'm out of all the blues. So here we go with the Pelikan dark green. If anybody cares to send any inks, you're more than welcome to. And this is, before I get to that, I need to get the Parker Emerald, one of my favorite inks. Alright, here we go. Yep, one of my favorites. And I'm getting low, but I do love this bottle that they come in. They don't make it anymore. You can find these bottles on eBay, but you got to watch what you buy because they can get kind of pricey. So the next one is the Private Reserve, and I'm going to get me a first stick in there. And what I like to do is, I like to go back and look maybe a week, a month, 6 months, even a year back and see what these inks look like still, to give me a general idea how that ink's going to look down the road. For me, it's helpful. Diamine Meadows is next. I don't do a water test on them. There's plenty of that going on, so I don't want to keep everybody too long, because sometimes we tend to lose focus, get bored. Then I have to start standing on my head or something, and that's not pretty at all. So the next one is the Franklin Christoph 357. And there's the Franklin Emerald 357. Okay. And then I'm going to bring back the Parker again. Emerald. I thought that would be kind of cool. You have two totally different colors of emerald, looks like. And what I'm going to do again, I am going to shake this bottle of Franklin Christoph Emerald 357 and do another dab, just to make sure it's giving me that color. So, next is going to be the Noodler's Bad Gator Green. Well, it's been a busy week for me so far. Thank God for that. I don't mind staying busy doing what I love to do with my fountain pens, inks, and paper. And then we're going to do the Monteverde California Teal. And I don't mind getting my fingers inky at all. And this kind of work, plan on getting your fingers inky. That's the fun part about it, isn't it? It's washable. And then, what I just messed up on, because I'm talking, I put it on the wrong place. So, let me put this in the correct place. Monteverde California Teal. And this is not the one. That's wrong. Okay, so we don't want to look at that. Alright, now we're going to do the Monteverde Olivine ink. This is an ink that I have enjoyed, and I'll write the name down here in a second. Because I'm going to put this over here. Because, I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Because since I've got this green down, I'm going to look up here and see which one I can find to be close to this Monteverde Olivine right here. And I'm looking, see how the Parker Emerald's doing. This is really dark here. Up here it's getting better of a green than a dark, almost black. So I like this effect better than this. And why did this happen? I don't have an idea. I swab it the same way. So I think I am going to use the Parker Emerald Green for my final swab, and I'll put that over here. Parker Emerald. Okay. All right. So now shake up that bottle, and we'll give it another try. All right. So there you have it. And I believe this is all the greens that I have for the time being. So if anybody's interested and want to send any samples, feel free to do so. So this is what they look like after they start getting dry. So let's compare. Pelican, Vibrant Green. Vibrant Green's probably it's a bit darker. I like this color. Now the Pelican Dark Green against the Parker Emerald. I'm liking the Emerald. But the dark green I've used before, it's not a bad color. And now the Private Reserve Spearmint against the Diamond Meadow. That's a fair matchup, not totally, but the Meadow is a bit lighter than the Spearmint Both are some nice colors. So here's where we get grooving here on the Franklin Christoph Emerald 357 and the Parker Emerald. Total difference by a million miles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the Emerald 357 and match it up against the Monteverde, California teal. And that's getting a bit closer. Well, that's what I think anyway. Sure looks like it. So let's go on down to the Noodler's Bad Gator Green and the California teal. I've used the Bad Gator Green on Tomoe River paper, and it comes out a better color than this. And then the Parker Emerald against the Monteverde Olivine right there. I do like this olivine a whole lot. And the Parker Emerald comes out dark. So there's your matchups. So is there any one of the greens that will match up to the olivine here? I would probably think it would have to be the Parker Emerald. Not that it's a close matchup by a long shot, but it's still darker than the rest, so that would be the only one that I would see. And let's see. On the Brilliant Green Pelican. Brilliant Green Pelican. That's kind of the closest matchup I can see. But this is a bit darker than the Brilliant Green, but still that's the closest one. But on the Bad Gator Green, I don't see really anything that's even close to this one on here. Well, that's going to cover this review on green inks. And like I said, this is all the green inks I have. So unless anybody likes to send me some inks, whatever color, cool. Oh, a few things before I go. I ordered some Weaver student pens. Why did I order them? Well, they're kind of cool looking, and they remind me of my days in school. They're for cartridge use only. Remember these? What I'm going to ask everybody out there in the community is, do you have any caps you want to sell, or do you know where I can find the caps for these pens? Because the seller didn't have any at all. And I have not put them to the test, and I won't till I get some caps for them to see if they're going to even write halfway decent. But even if they didn't, I still like the pens because they're back from the days of the 50s, early 60s maybe, but kind of reminds you of the pens from back then, don't it? For those of you that go kind of way back there. Don't want to give your age, please, because I am not really as old as I appear to look. But we won't get into that. Well, that's going to conclude this one. I appreciate everybody hanging in with me. Thank you for support. I appreciate everybody that's helped me out on the PayPal and Patreon. Thanks real quick. I've got the Larry's Fountain Pen on Facebook group going on. You can put pins in there for sale if you want. I still haven't got it the way it needs to be, and I'm still working on that. But Also, I will be selling some other pens that I'll be showing this week. Some Monteverdes, some Conklin, some duographs, just a different variety. And what has happened is I'm going to start cutting back on my collection, downsizing it some. What I was planning on doing was, like, I may have 5 or 6 of the Monteverdes, whatever they may be, let's say all the same color. All the same pen, but different colors, because I wanted to get the variety of colors. But things have changed in my life where if I want to purchase other pens while I'm still around, I need to do some selling and, of course, continue to save. An update on my Mont Blanc 149, I was asked today, I got an email asking, am I still in love with the 149 as when I first got it, or do I have second thoughts? Well, the question to that answer is, I just inked it up again today for the 4th time. And so, yeah, I'm totally in love with my pen. It's a great pen. And I do love my King of Pens as well, and both of my Pelicans, the M1000 and M800s. And the reason why I haven't used those pens as much as I should have, or as I need to, is I rotate my pens a whole lot because I do reviews a lot. So when I ink them up, I don't put a whole lot of ink in them, enough to do enough writing with. And then, when they're done, I wash them out, I put them up, and then I bring others out. And so that King of Pens and the Pelicans, they may sit in my drawer for 5, 6, 7 months. And sometimes it's like, you know what, I'm going to bring this pen out or that pen out. So my pens aren't, I would say, all that broken in yet, because, like I said, I don't use them for a long period of time. I need to. I sure do. So that's another reason why I need to downsize a little bit, so I can spend more quality time with my fountain pens. Well, that's going to do it. I hope I didn't bore you to death. Thanks again. I appreciate each and every one of you. Be safe, and please don't text and drive. Later, guys.